Unlike the Barracuda, this one's actually taking coolant and it's not putting it in the oil pan. So that's sad. I was really hoping for Alex to have a bad head gasket. 100% something in the exhaust. I'm guessing that muffler is just clogged tight. Just like that.
Head gasket. How the heck did we end up with two bad head gaskets? Now the new engine for the Chinook. Well, a lot has happened and we haven't even got the Chinook back, but we're progressing pretty far with this build. We got the 22Rs, you can see in previous footage, but now we have this 88 4Runner chassis and all. We still have the 3.0 on here. It doesn't run, but I don't know what these things cost, but I got all of this for $1,000. We got the 4x4 system and everything. We should be able to drop the Chinook right down on this. And I'm debating whether or not to do the 22 or the 3.0. I don't think I want to keep either of them forever. I mean, it would be nice to do like maybe a 4BT or something, but those are like $3,500 right now and we're on a budget. We still got the LS right here, but I kind of wanted to put that in the Javelin. Would be pretty sweet in the Chinook, right? Went out about an engine stand so we can work on this thing before we take it to the Chinook and drop it in. I want to buy a header. That way it just has an easy flange point that's all the way down here other than all the way up there. It doesn't have that guard on it or anything, so it's easy to work on. Gonna put a water pump on it, probably different pulleys. This guy's loose, so we'll have to, you know, adjust the timing as see fit. Probably do different thermostat, put a new valve cover on it, just pretty it up. We got a bunch of engine degreaser right there. It will look better than what it looks like right now when we put it in. And hopefully it doesn't have a head gasket issue, because I've heard now that the 20Rs and the 22Rs all had head gasket issues. Even the 3.0s right there. Thinking about it, and from some of your comments about the 20R, maybe that nest has been in there for a long time and the back pressure just went back through and, you know, that head gasket was gone. So I know this isn't the face you're used to seeing, but since this is basically my project and I funded the Chinook build, or, you know, buying of it and making the episode, we are in my garage with the 22R and all the parts. So let me show you what I got. We got oil pan gasket, valve cover gasket stuff, temperature, water pump. We got a clutch in here for hopefully the right thing. We've got wire set. We've got exhaust stuff. There's more tubing in there. Sunday, Tuesday, we're having some headers come to us, so we're gonna take this off today as well and just give her a little makeover. We also have the new carburetor and the old carburetor that probably should work back with the Chinook in minichota. There's one color I don't like when it comes to engines, is this baby puke color, because to me that honestly looks like oil and coolant we're mixing before. Maybe we'll bring head gaskets with us. Well, I'm just gonna say it's good we're doing oil pan gaskets, because that didn't look promising at all. We had some chunks down there. The oil didn't even come out for like a good 5 seconds, and then it started pouring out. But there was a sludge blocking the passage. My trust in this motor is really going downhill. Yeah, So probably starved of oil because either it hasn't been changed a lot or, you know, Sean's more the mechanic guy than me. That does not look good. I mean, it's not metal, it's just sludge. So maybe it just sat for a long time, or it wasn't changed for a long time, because I'm pretty sure that's what happens when you don't change your oil. It just sludges up like this. Your pickup tube can't, you know, really get it, and then you starve your top end of. So hopefully the top end's good. So I just looked it up, and I was right on basically both things. If this sat a long time in a moist environment, it's gonna sludge at the bottom. So, and it did, because this came out of a shed that was just dirt on the bottom and it was sitting on the ground. We're just gonna clean this thoroughly, clean the pickup tube, probably take it off and, you know, see what it looks like inside of there. And then especially since we're doing the valve cover gasket as well, we can see how it looks on the top end as well, and if it's sludgy up here. Here's the insides. Here's the guide that is completely gone. Looks like our other guide is still intact somewhat. That's what she looks like. I'm gonna be taking these guys off, the chain off. We got some goodies up here. I'm pretty sure it's all metal backed, so it's not just plastic where it's just gonna break away next time. So I guess a good way of knowing that you are top dead center is that you have the little indentation right here that's pointing to the bottom. And then up here, you have this guy, that arrow pointing at that guy. So you're TDC. Alright, so I have everything back on. For some reason, the chain that the kit comes with is way too short, so I use the old one again. So I didn't know this, but you know, you probably know this since you all are rocket scientists, but you have to have the tensioner installed and the guides installed before you put, you know, before you put the chain, you know, and put it all on there and stuff. So that gives it, you know, the tension it needs, and it's good. And we're at top dead center. We're lined up on the bottom and the top. These 22Rs, the indentation is always a little to the left, but the main one is right there and top dead center. Both valves are closed. I have very little knowledge, but I know that this is right according to what I've read. I think we're good there. I did 2 rotations with it and it lined up to top dead center again. And then we also have the rotor going towards 1. So it should be all good. I hope. It's gonna be a wild ride tomorrow. Gas station.
Yeah, we're back to Old Faithful Geyser Radiator Edition. Old Faithful.
That's where I lost all its coolant multiple times.
How was your guys' drive today?
It's long, but it's fine. It's 4 hours and 30 minutes or so.
Do you want to say goodbye to the Yoda? They're gonna take the Yoda. Remember they bought it? That was in the garage last time you were here.
Oh, okay.
That's
sweet.
my peek under the frame. Let's peek underneath it once.
I already saw the
did
back
I?
end.
Already?
No, I saw the back end. It looked really clean,
yeah,
but
yeah.
oh wow.
Yeah, that's the ass. It's got an excellent ass on it.
No, it looks great, man.
Me and my dad, we did cab corners, rocker panels, floors.
Literally rust free then, huh? Basically.
100%.
Yeah.
The box came
good.
from Colorado, I believe. So it
Sweet. He's done basically everything to it.
it's
Painting the frame and
cabbing off of it on a rotisserie.
You went to town on her. Oh, she purrs.
It's honestly like one of the best running and driving machines I have. did you ever do anything with the title?
No.
Not yet?
No.
Just let me know if something needs to be signed or...
Will do, yeah.
We're back, baby. We're back with the Chinook. So, all of you guys are wondering, oh my gosh, it's on a trailer. Oh my gosh, they're cheating. No, we're not gonna cheat. We're headed 10 minutes down the road, nearest parts store, that engine going in that Chinook, and we're gonna drive that Chinook home 450 miles today. We're gonna see if we can get this all put together and ripping home and see what happens. You all wanted to see the Chinook again. Here it is. It's popping up, dude.
It's gonna pop up.
And you're gonna go.
I'm gonna go with it. Fuck. I am in the Chinook as Sean is driving because it looked like the pop-up was trying to pop up while we were going down this little 2-lane. Oh. It really does want to pop up. Well, that's because that one is even. So this strap was cut short. That's probably why it wasn't down. The screws really don't look that well either. So I'm just gonna hang onto it for the 9 minutes we have left. This thing's gonna need some work for sure. Update, we're just holding the fabric now. The screw just literally popped out. I wonder what these even go into. Dude, so bumpy out there, bud. Well, we won't be in anybody's way, but that O'Reilly's parking lot ain't big enough.
Ain't big enough for both of us. Unless we can find an advanced around here.
That looks like a good space for us. What do you think?
That looks like it'll do. Howdy. One of you gentlemen, the manager? You are? We've got a truck on the back on the trailer. It needs a motor put in it. Do you mind if we use the side of your parking lot?
Yeah, where are you guys at over here?
Right yonder.
Just on this side.
Motor in the parking lot?
I mean,
yeah.
If you're cool with it, yeah. That would be the ideal situation. Under the tree, if that's cool. Sweet.
Sweet.
Hi, I'm Sean. Tony. Tony, thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
That was easy. Way less
Awesome.
questions than the last time.
Shout out to Tony. We had issues down in Troy, Missouri, but Tony up here in Cambridge, chill guy.
Chill guy.
Just a chill guy. Okay, so let's get this baby unloaded. It's about 10:30 right now, so we've got plenty of things to do. Plenty of things to make happen. You gotta ask yourself, well, Sean, it's just a head gasket that's bad. Why'd you bring a whole motor? Well, I had some ideas, and I think we're gonna use this 20R that's actually has the bad head gasket for something else in the future that you guys will have to tune in and see. It'll be really sick. So we're gonna throw this 22R in really quick that Alex did the timing chain in. I can tell you what, I'm only slightly worried. Because I had no hand in touching it, so I have no idea what might transpire, but it's pretty hard to mess up just some guides and a chain. So long story short, we're gonna throw her in and rip her.
It'll skip a tooth and then it'll interfere and then we'll be done.
And then we'll put the head gasket from this one and that one. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, she's.
Looks so good in that thing.
Don't I look very big in a small truck? I wouldn't even call us a truck.
Starter.
Should probably talk to the camera at least a little.
Oh, hey guys. So
He's forgetting about you.
At
The
this-
important people.
at this point right now, we are actually just disassembling this engine. Super boring, I know. It's a beautiful day. I'd probably say
What's the temperature, Sean?
75 degrees. A little bit of humanness. You can feel the tension in the air, and it's feeling like it's gonna storm this week, but you really don't know. It could also be just humid in general and the dew point's high. And it also could be the vicinity of the mold we're near from the Chinook. We have a significant black mold situation that Alex doesn't know about, as well as wasp situation.
That's also in my house.
So, so I'm gonna make sure that I don't have to drive the vehicle, so I don't have any illnesses. Mostly because we all know.
What do we know?
We know about Epstein. Hey, I'm hungry.
Same.
Arts and crafts with Sean and Alex did not function that day.
Video also
Maybe
didn't
we should
function.
quit and start going to play bingo on Sunday mornings.
Same.
We're gonna nickname this truck Hero.
What's that short for?
You remember World War II? In the wise words of Florida Georgia Line, it's gonna be. Maybe. Wow, the gas already smells old.
Leaning up against these fenders is just like, wow. There's like nothing there.
In the belly of the beast here, otherwise known as the belly of the Japanese beast, what I had to do was pull a little slave cylinder out of here and get her out of the way, so that way we can get the bell housing bolts down yonder. This is kind of nice because there's only 2 down here, and I think there's 2 main ones up above. Be pretty quick and efficient to get this engine out. Always the hardest part is getting everything back lined up the other way. Otherwise, we're moving right along, and bottom bell housing bolts are out, so ready to go there.
Right over here is a top-rated restaurant.
Top-rated burgers and boys.
Busy boys?
Busy boys.
I would say we're that today too.
We're something today.
Oh, they got chicken fingers.
We're dumb boys.
Dumb boy.
POV.
Even more nests.
More nests. This is the same feller that probably cost us most of our day the other day. We're definitely missing half a seat, mostly because there's probably half in the exhaust and half now on top of the exhaust. Can you imagine how hot that would have got after a little while? It would have definitely caught on fire.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a sign.
On the fire. Damn, that definitely would have caught fire.
100%. 100%.
What a stupid way to have an exhaust too.
The most brainiac situation I've ever seen.
I thought you said something about boulder holders.
I thought you had them boulder holders on, but then you just do a lot of bench, don't you? That's what he said.
Look at the size of those boulder holders.
Honey, look at those boulders.
Brother.
It's gonna be a good time, bud. It's gonna be a good time.
I thought you about to get right.
Damn, dude.
Those are might be in there. a
On
little
there.
bit. Might have to make an inspection plate if you know what I'm saying. Cause I ain't here, my boots stuck. I'm stuck in here forever. Oh my gosh, I'm actually stuck. Get the jaws of life. Oh no. Ah! Dance on the sway bar, that's definitely too thin.
You're gonna have to aim me in the hole.
Stop. Project. Okay. Now twist and push. There you go.
Oh, ooh, my molasses. Oh, I feel like a plastic bag.
Oh, drifting like through the wind or what?
Drifting through the breeze.
That's not the right lyrics, bro.
I don't care, bro. Okay, so the nice part is we're putting the apples where the apples go. And it's not, this time it's not a banana where the apples go. In reality, we should have pretty darn good luck. I know Alex said he had some issues with obviously that situation, but that's just kind of a given. We'll probably pull some bolts out of there and replace the 95 that fell out unless they're down there. We're gonna have to do some creative thinking on our exhaust situation. It's just a bunch of lines going here, there, and everywhere for the vacuum side of things. Good part is we have the new carburetor. We know functions well. The only sketchy part, obviously, is some of this wiring. Might just plug right in. Might be great luck. Otherwise, we'll just be switching them out and around. Here we go, bud. The real deal.
Oh my gosh, Alex, that was a terrible idea.
Restaurant. Holy sh! Do you ever notice every video we have? What I mean, it's like if you have to pay attention really close, you can hear Sean shitting himself. I'm telling you, it's like an Easter egg. And if we had someone call out every time.
All right, $5. Whoever calls out Sean's farts at a certain time.
Fart counter. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, give her a little yank.
One more. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Give it again. Nope. It's being serial. Yeah. Whoop. Yank. Whoop. Yank. 1 second. Yank. Whoop. Almost there. Yank. Yank. Up. Wait. We got a Frederico. Some coolant was in there, so that will definitely hook back up on the other end. All right, we're ready to go straight up with her. Now what we're gonna do, like every other channel, is go have some cold ones and sit at the hotel. Here, pump it up 2 more pumps. Okay, now you're high enough. See, I think this is a 20R. Oh my gosh, dude, let's put a 5.3 LS in this sound big. Heck, 2.
How's that pack look?
Looks okay. It'll come out. Scorched.
Yeah. There's the sound, for sure.
So, our boy Alexander did a freshman mistake and didn't get a flywheel with our new clutch. But that's really not that big of a deal. Although this
Flap grinder?
This one's shot, to be honest with you. But we'll reuse it just because that's what we got. So we're gonna throw this flywheel on there, and then he did get the new clutch, which you can tell this one is BOGO'd, shot to be exact. And that being said, we're gonna have some new goods.
No pads.
No pads, down to nothing. I mean, I've seen a lot worse. So we're tightened up on the old flex plate. Got an old 110 foot-pounds on her. Probably more than enough. Just didn't feel like looking online. It's all done now. Looks like this one has studs, whereas this one, he took those bolts out, and that one must have had bolts, oddly enough. Once we get that switched out and the change switched around, we're green light. And then maybe we can have this in by dusk, maybe even fired up. Always tighten it down with the torque wrench. The thing is, as soon as you know your max tools velocity, you already got the perfect spec. Whoa.
Header bolt wasn't going because it stripped out. Sean got a piece of wire and said, put her in there. And guess what? It worked. This guy's like a master engineer or something.
I'm not crazy enough to be an engineer. So a bunch of things are transpiring, trying to get these coordinated together. So this intake had removable studs. This guy has the studs basically formed into the manifold slash they're gonna blow out and make holes if, you know, things transpire wrongly. So that being said, I'm gonna take the grinder because we got to get this plate put on there, and I'm gonna shave those off flush. Obviously I'm gonna tape this guy off so we don't get a bunch of garbage down in there. We can mount that guy, and then the Weber will be back in it to win it. So sadly the Weber adapter is taking a little bit longer. Motor mount is also having some issues.
The blocks are a little bit different, so the holes don't line up. So I'm just gonna cut it right here because we need a space right there.
Or you could put a bunch of washers right there.
That'd probably work.
All right, we're getting down to the wire here on getting her put in. Put the collector on. We've got our new oil filter in. We've got our adapter for the Weber in. Alex did his adapting of things and is doing more adaptation right now. At this point right now, I am going to go ahead and change the plugs and wires. You might ask yourself, well, you guys already changed the ones on that other motor, but we're gonna keep the parts on that for later on in the future. That being said, let's...
Those wires are short.
Yeah, those wires are shot.
These are.
What time do you want? You want 12 o'clock? 11 o'clock? 10 o'clock? 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock?
Okay, bro.
What?
Four-wheel drive oil pan, man.
That's a different something too.
Yeah, it is different. Yep, that's different. Doggone it. Yeah, this is a full rear sump. That's a center sump. Okay, guys, situation awareness time. Alex and I did not look vigilantly enough when we first went in for the kill, and figured out we've got a mid sump pan for the Chinook, and then the pan for the whatever motor we got, whatever it's out of, is a rear sump. Really not a big deal, but just one of those annoying things that, you know, things happen. So we'll go ahead and switch the oil pickups, switch all the good stuff, and then we'll be back at it.
Starbucks?
Yeah.
Sure.
Trenta unsweetened black tea with less ice. That oil can was a fighter. Why are you not?
Oh, so this one's guides were good, huh? There's
No
nothing
metal.
in there.
Nope. This one was probably arguably better shape. Did you ever look at the back of the engine comparative?
Yeah, the whole engine was covered in less oil, so it should be a good boy once head gasket's done. Yeah, here's one.
Daddy, for Daddy Sadie's band. Drop it like it's hot.
3V. What's that? Cigarette. Yeah. No, we don't smoke.
That's all he wants.
You give me a thrust forward. What? I think we're.
We're from Iowa, and we do this like every other weekend.
Yeah.
And this 20R had a bad head gasket probably about 2 or 3 months when we came down, because we were planning on just driving home then. And other than fixing a head gasket, I just bought a $200 engine and did some work on it in the garage, and
Sick.
now we're back.
That's awesome, dude. Some bad decisions, but here we are.
Makes a little bit more views when you have an engine up in the air as a thumbnail, so.
Cool. Awesome. So you guys have a YouTube thing?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
What's it called?
Daily Driven Death Traps.
Sounds
Yeah, you'll have to look it up.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, good luck, guys.
Hey, have a good weekend.
Yeah, you too. Action. So, we're here. Things have transpired. We had to switch the distributor out that Alex thought was perfect. Lo and behold, the 22R distributor doesn't like to coordinate with the 20R electrical system. And there is a way to bypass all this and go with like a Chevy style something or other. And long story short, I decided that I didn't need to do a bunch of wiring. So we ended up just throwing the 20R distributor in, which has Alex quaking in his old boots because he thinks the deck clearance is going to get mixed up, and then we're going to make contact, and you know, just a lot of yin yang tallywhacker stuff that I'm not worried about. So that being said, we got the other distributor in here, and then we got the carburetor all bolted up, and we also, now I'm trying to test where our coolant passages are that will be an issue. At this point right now, I got one in the back of the motor that's an issue, and then it looks like we have a secondary one back here, which is great. I want to find them all before it's an issue. We're just going to bypass them for now and make it work, basically, is what I'm telling you guys. Hate to tell you guys, but we did bring a luxurious nothing to sleep on. So we'll update you guys when things start going boom, kick, pop. Taco Bell has Fury Toyota. So close to first startup. So close. We are going to have 95,000 kabillion, jadrillion, million Google vacuum leaks though. Something I'm also looking forward to fight.
And the starter's gonna go.
Don't tell them that. They don't know it. I'm going to have to finagle a bit of an exhaust together. Got an adapter down there. Problem being is Alex ordered a whole kit, but he ordered very, I think this is 2.5. So he ordered 2.5. We actually need a 2-inch, and it's due to the fact of the collector down here. Collector there is a 2-incher. It will come down, bingo, bingo, bongo, hit a 45, and then I think we're just gonna dump it right above my head here, right underneath of the driver's seat, so it's super annoying and pitched wrong. So perfect for a nice long drive. Did you say custom exhaust for something that's gonna pop the head open because we timed it wrong? What? What? See this? I've laid brick longer than you've been alive. You've never seen such a nice exhaust clamp together with a bunch of monkey clamps. Got soft hands.
Yeah. Nice. You know what, keyboard fiddler? You wish you had these.
There we go. Hey, how you doing? Hey man,
You got the pedo glasses on. Put it up, dude. Come on, get those steps going.
First person view, and it's just gonna be sideways.
Do we want more?
Let's start and see how it is.
Here it goes. This is either it or not.
We getting gas up there?
Just a second. Yes, we're getting fuel up here, yeah.
Well, nothing sounds bad.
It just sounds like she's down a cylinder. Sounds great. Lock her down. Call her a day. Done.
I wonder why it.
Idled up.
Well,
Why?
it
Because
turned
there's-
off, bro.
Oh, it did.
I didn't do that.
Oh, shucks.
But I mean, it didn't idle that hard.
Well, distributor didn't get plugged in. All right, distributor's plugged in now. But here we go. Let her rip. We got 9,000 freaking vacuum leaks. Sounds good. Start taking care of some of these vacuum leaks, and we'll probably have it idling and fresh in no time. Huge oil leak. Huge. Huge. The front case. Huge. We got oil pressure, that means.
So we got a good oil leak from the bottom of the.
It was just 2 bolts I forgot to get put back, so that's literally not a big deal. It's kind of having a hard time wanting to stay running. That's just because we have vacuum leak. We had another vacuum leak here, and then we have all these alligators going anywhere we can find. So we'll weed through the vacuum leaks, but you know
At least
what?
it's running.
It runs, and it runs okay.
Yeah.
I'll lock down the distributor when we get a chance, and then we'll be really feeling the mercy of the 22R. Timing's off. Round 2. Go ahead. Okay. Some kinks to work out, boys and girls. A little bit of something right there.
Just a little leak.
Just a little leak.
Just to show that there's oil in there. All right.
Here we go.
We did that on purpose.
Yes, absolutely. Let's. I'm gonna be in the club when you probably.
So what's going on? What's going through your head? I want to know.
Nothing much. There's a lot of squirrels that don't work in there, but obviously due to the fact that this had mounds of vacuum lines running everywhere it can, trying to figure out why she doesn't want to idle at all. And it's either fuel or air, obviously. Air is playing with the mixture screw, nothing is changing. That's kind of telling me that we might have some other things transpiring than what I think. So I did lose the carburetor gasket for a while, and I just stuck a different one down in there. So there could be an absolutely atrocious carburetor leak, or vacuum leak underneath the carburetor, which could be causing the situation we're in right now. So we're gonna start it up one more time, and I'm gonna keep it running-ish, and I'm gonna shoot some in there and see if it just is not happy. So.
That at?
The whole base of that carburetor.
Oh, okay.
So, time to fool about for a while.
Intermission.
So, okay, we all need to admit our faults in life, and I'm just an idiot, to be honest with you. Sometimes get in a hurry and don't think about things. So this is the stud. From that, we can go back where we came from, and now put everything in the combination it needs to be put on correctly. So, luckily, I have a couple different extra gaskets. However, I got violent with the first one and got a couple tears in it, but I'm gonna goo her up a little bit. Not preferred, but we'll goo her up, and that way she seats the way she should, and that will at least get us where we need to go. Sometimes things just take L's, and you'll have that on them, they're big jobs, but we'll get her mended and everything will be just fine.
Bro, that's crazy, bro.
Oh yeah, bud.
Oh, yeah, bud. Si, senor. Si, si. Oh, si. Good night. Okay, hold back on. Oh, there is a stud. What the heck?
It is an absolute historic moment out here in Cambridge, Minnesota. And that is because Alex is finally going to drive off into the sunset with his dream vehicle.
Am I doing it right now?
Yeah.
Okay, it's time to do the thing.
I have no idea what that sound is. Oh, but the side marker light works. No doubt, boys and girls. And there it goes. All that work. And it tips over. Nope, just looks like it.
Situation awareness wise, tried to find the only hotel in town. Hotel in town is fully booked. Next town over, $250, and you're damnedest if you think I'm gonna rent that. So we're gonna hop in the Chinook, in the pickup, and head down to the next city. It's gonna be probably Mini Hopeless, and see if they have something cheaper. If not, I guess it's just gonna be a very long night of driving after the engine swap, but no big deal. You gotta do what you gotta do. So it is 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock out. Well, here, yeah, 11 exactly on the dot. We're on this random highway in Minnesota leading into Minneapolis, and I tell you what, there is some idiot drivers around here. They're just swinging into the small gap between Alex and I and whipping and just absolutely flying. So, not the ideal thing for something that only goes 55. The poor Chinook, she's a slow gal, but she's a gal nonetheless.
Here in Minneapolis. You can
This
actually
has
see
been the worst experience ever navigating the city.
Yeah,
and we
it's
hate
pretty
doing this stuff in the dark. Well, at least I do. The small towns are kicking us in the butt on hotel prices. And then Alex took an exit very quickly, and I had to go downtown and back. Almost got killed by a Chrysler 300 going 110 around me, so, or killed them. But anyway, now we're at Target. Getting ready to go shopping. So now we're weighing the options. We're approximately 3.5 hours from home, so we can drive home, or
round
we
up
can
to
pay.
4 at 55.
What's that?
Said round up to 4 at 55.
Maybe 5 hours. For some reason, the valve covered gasket is brand new, but still leaking.
I think it's the head gasket.
Well,
Because when I was replacing it, it comes all the way forward, and then you have your timing chain case that butts up against it.
Oh, you didn't put any goo on there?
I did put a lot of goo on there.
Oh, maybe there's too much goo.
I think we're just going to keep driving.
Driving until one of us falls asleep and dies.
I don't think you can really fall asleep in that. It's loud.
Don't put it past me. All right, first time checking in the Chinook. She's got working lights. This is fantastic. It's almost a luxury vehicle. Alex said it's absolutely horrendous to drive, so I guess we'll see. So I'll update you guys when I'm deaf.
The amount of people out right now at 12 o'clock. I know it's a Saturday, but holy cow. It makes sense for a city. Still, geez.
The Midwest Mopars freaking show is in town. Wow.
And then the other one had a wedding that just bought out the whole thing.
Oh, Baymont?
Whatever we were at before, yeah. I guess it might be a challenge.
Right.
Can we do this in 24 hours?
If I'm gonna
Engine swap
totally
and drive
waste
all the way
my-
back home.
waste my entire day tomorrow feeling like total ball sack.
I was gonna do that anyway.
What? Screw my day, I guess. I gotta
Dude,
go flip
heat
a house
ass.
still, dipshit. How am I supposed to hang trusses dead?
Well, you sleep until 12 and then you get to it at 1.
No, I can't do that.
What are we gonna do? Are we gonna stop at every hotel on the way back home, or
Well,
what?
I'm gonna call one more, and if it's booked up, I'm gonna go over to Anytime Fitness. I'm gonna take a shower, and then we'll drive.
So all of Minneapolis in its entirety is booked somehow. I jokingly said in Snapchat, hey, you know what, we should title this thing? Can we engine swap and drive 400 miles back home in 24 hours? That might actually be the title, because we can. It might actually happen. Arrival time says 3 o'clock in the morning. We left at 4. Well, we technically left at like 4:30. We should have enough time if we're going 55. Wouldn't that be crazy? Johnny Mook.
Oh my god. She's a yeah.
She's a yeah.
Yeah.
Are they open? We can pee? Ooh. I'm gonna get an energy drink too.
Earl. Look at that Earl. Alex has created what do you want to call it? A freaking goal or whatever to be back in 24 hours. So if one of us
And you're
gets
just
killed,
fuming.
I am not happy. Not my vibe, boys and girls. Not a big night guy.
Come on! Okay. It says welcome to Iowa! Well, it's 4 o'clock. That's when I woke up 24 hours ago. Crazy!
Alright guys, it is 4 in the morning.
Actually, we gotta show them the watch. It's actually telling me good morning right now. Good morning.
We left yesterday at 4 in the morning. / got up at 4 in the morning. So this never intended to be 24 hours. And as you can hear, I'm not my chipper self as usual. Mostly because I'm not used to staying up for 24 hours. But that being said, it turned out to be a 24-hour engine swap revival. Drive it 400 miles, 300 miles home. But you know what this says is that we made it happen. The Chinook made it happen. The Toyota reliability came through. And Alex got his dream vehicle home next to his secondary dream vehicle.
Oh.
And his third and dairy. And his fourth and dairy. So that being said, guys, lessons on this episode to be learned. Sometimes you just have to push and maybe fall asleep at the wheel about 6 times, and then you need to push through that and then see the black dog. And if you know that saying, you're on the right channel. We'll see you guys on the next one.